Yo, what is up guys, I'm here hitting you up with another Etheria restart video. Today with Doki Inferno, I'm showcasing you something extremely special today. We are doing speed farming in Doki Inferno, and we do that very reliable with around a 95 to 99% success rate. This team works so amazingly without any issues whatsoever, and it does a fantastic job, and I want to break it down to you, and I want to highlight one unit which you already see in this specific showcase, RC77. In my opinion, GOAT 77. Absolute fantastic unit. And quick thing in eigener Sache, I'm basically uploading a video every single day, so hey, if you're new, subscribe. Now let's break this team really down. There's, I think, nothing really special about Lily. Lily is just built quite fast. You can use whatever. She doesn't even need that much speed. She can be slightly slower in my opinion. She can be like, what do you even need on her? Plus 160, plus 165-ish. Like, the speed requirement for Doki Inferno is 285 to outspeed to move first. So that's basically what you need, just having her moving first. We have the Freya. The Freya is the unit that moves right after the Lily. Next, she is on Revelation with 100% crit rate and roughly 2000 attack. That's what you want to aim for. No skill ups, anything. That's what you want to have on her, and that is quite fine because she's just working the HP of these units down for the other units. Then we have next in line RC77. Now the reason why we're using RC77 is we need to look at Kazuya first. So the way we play Kazuya is we're trying to go clear wave 1 in one turn. That's why we're also going with the Codex. As you can see, we have the Codex on the Kaz and we have the Codex on the RC77. Now the way we want to play is, so basically for her CC to work, it states you have a 65% chance to inflict an attack down for 2 turns. If the target is already inflicted with an attack down, this effect changes to a 45% chance of inflicting slumber for 1 turn, so the sleep, which also gives us a damage increase. But the thing is, basically what she states is you have to land the attack break first before you can sleep. If you did not land the attack break first, you can't sleep. That where is RC77 is coming in. Now I show you my RC77. He currently has no skill ups. As you can see, everything is level 1. I plan on giving him lattices just for consistency purposes, making it even more consistent. But he's 4-star, level 40, no skill ups. He has a plus 164 speed and 290% accuracy on a Codex of Magic, right? So this is what he has. Now, why is he so good? That is basically his skill 3. Now, if we look at his skill 3, he targets one enemy first with a 50% chance to inflict a 1-turn stun. That is whatever, but also helps out. But then attacks all enemies, dealing 3 hits, and each hit has a 35% chance to inflict a 2-turn attack down and a defense down. And when you get him to level 3, this now turns into a 45% chance for the 3 hits. Now you have to think about it this way. So first and foremost, you get a defense down, which increases your damage output, but for wave 1 it really doesn't matter too much. It's more interesting for wave 2 though. But for wave 1, the attack down really doesn't matter too much when you use MaTeIRiA, but you actually land the attack down. And as I just explained to you guys, the Kazuya needs the attack down first before she can actually sleep. Now by having GOAT 77 moving first, applying the attack down on the enemy, and then Kazuya following up, now she has a way easier time to actually land her CC to remove that 90% damage mitigation. And then last but not least, we have MaTeIRiA here. He is on Revelation, by the way. I tested Count on him as well. Count works also, by the way. So you can use Count, built correctly. But we're using Revelation with 30% attack buff, crit rate, and Blade of Constant Final Damage 8% currently. I would love to have 12%, would help even more. On 455. On him with these stats, so you have plus 2600 attack and plus 193% crit damage. Slightly lower stats are still working perfectly fine for wave 1. I think you can still have 300 attack less with the same stat line, and you're still one-shotting the first wave. Now the more stats you can get, it helps you for wave 2 one-shotting the other minions next to the big boy. And then we are playing him on a momentum Fury Edge set. So I don't want to change anything on my revelation, so that's why I'm going with 4 pieces of momentum in here with the Fury Edge, and this is the stats we have. Now let's showcase this team here. You might have seen something similar with Claws instead of RC77 here. I used that this weekend myself, because with the 2x event you really want to be fast, you want to get rid of your stamina because you saved up a lot, right? But the thing was, with Claws you heavily rely on Kazuyo landing her attack break or her CC, and it is super difficult to actually make this team consistent, because if you CC wave 1 correctly, all of them, you're basically safe with the second wave, so you will clear it. But if you do not, if you miss 1 CC on wave 1, this is where you will actually have issues clearing that dungeon, because your win rate is now sinking from 100% down to a 50%, because then you have to rely on RNG about the CC, removing the damage mitigation, stuff like that, and it becomes a lot harder to clear Doki Inferno. But with the addition of the RC77 landing the attack break before, and you also have the defense break as well, it increases your consistency by a lot, because the Kazuyo can focus more on CCing the boss, the minions, instead of just doing the attack break first and then landing the CC. Also here you see the RC77 dying. It's not a big issue whatsoever, because at the end of the day, the biggest thing you want from him is just wave 1 doing, like, basically using his S3 2 times. Whatever happens afterwards doesn't really matter too much with him. If he dies, it's whatever, to be honest, you're good to go. But all you want from him is using his S3 2 times in a row, and that's about it. I'm showing you now a second run so you can actually see how this plays out. Doing it a second time, maybe if we have like a slightly better RNG with the damage with the Messiah. But I feel like I do want to just show you how this looks when it's also slightly faster. But this is actually very consistent and super easy to execute. This now, for example, looks very good. Now you can also replace Messiah with Yali. I tested that as well, works perfectly fine as well. But as you can see here, we have like a 48-second team. I need to screenshot that for thumbnail purposes as well. Super consistent, super strong, and yeah, you are good to go with this team, guys. Just showing you there's another option. Now for all the people who say I don't have Claws, you don't need her at all. Use RC77. He's even better than Claws in my opinion, especially when you can get the stuff going. With the Messiah, you do want to make him consistent. Like, go get the proper revelation set for him. Go with a Momentum Fury, and then gear him with Momentum Fury Edge. Not the way I do it. I can get away with it because I do have him at P4, which makes it slightly easier for me because of the extra little bit of crit damage, crit rate, extra stats. But you saw, like, I didn't even had for example, the Fury bonus, right? I didn't have that bonus, so I'm losing actually that 10%, which I gained from the P3. So you can counterbalance that by actually having the right metrics on your revelation, and you are good to go. And yeah, guys, this is all I wanted to showcase. I hope the grind for you this weekend was good. I'm finishing off now with a little bit of XP because I 6-starred my Rin, which I also used in Doki, and she also works. Let me know if you want to see Rin, the Unbound, the blue unit in action for Doki Inferno. Might do a separate video on that one as well, because she actually works too on that one, which is quite funny. But I'm building her currently right now, and I think I should make a separate showcase for her in a future video, guys. So that's it for today. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to leave a like and a comment down below. I really appreciate it, and see you with the next one. Deuces.